Hello, and welcome to this GIS Report. I'm your host, Public Health Communications Specialist Natasha Letsom Humphrey. Here on the program today, we have with us our Public Health Officer, Ms. Renee Leonard, here to talk about an exciting initiative coming up very shortly here for the territory that I know you will be very interested in knowing about. Welcome to the program, Ms. Leonard.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am wonderful. Glad to have you here. We got to tell the people of the BVI about this BVI Moves initiative. Tell us a little bit about that.
Awesome. So BVI Moves came about from a CAFA initiative called Caribbean Moves, an initiative occurring in other Caribbean countries to reduce the burden of non-communicable diseases by promoting physical activity and healthy eating. So as such, the BVI is adopting this approach to reduce the incidence of NCDs such as hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers, all major illnesses occurring in our region.
Mm-hmm. And for us specifically, what is it for us in terms of the importance for the BVI to, be fully participant in this initiative?
Well, I will say, who does not want to live longer, look better, and feel great? Because I know I do. I hope you do.
I want to. At least 100 over here.
The reality is that non-communicable diseases, it's on the rise here in the BVI. BVI Move is crucial because it tackles this health challenge by promoting an active lifestyle here in the BVI. By promoting healthy living and eating healthy, we are not just adding years to our life, we're adding life to years. And that's what we want here in the BVI. This initiative is important because physical activity is not only good for the body, but is also great for your mind, your mental well-being. Being active releases chemicals in the brain that makes you feel good, boosting your self-esteem and helping you concentrate as well as sleep better at night. So that is not a bad thing for many of us because it's free. So that is one of the many importance of why the BVI Move initiative is coming on board here in the BVI.
And I think it's coming in the nick of time for me, I know, because, lately I've been feeling, a bit lethargic and I've been feeling a bit blah. And I know to myself it is because that I am not, getting in the physical activity that I'm used to, being a past athlete and being physically active for more than half of my life. Yeah. I know the vital role that physical activity plays. Right. And when you stop, I'm feeling, what happens. So recently I had to, kind of get myself out of this lazy mode. And also, as you talk about NCDs, when we talk about the risk factor for these, chronic non-communicable diseases, these are things, and that's why it's such a frustrating. There are such, frustrating diseases because, on paper, it looks like things that we could manage. We can manage our physical activity levels. We can manage, healthy eating, the alcohol consumption.
The unmanaged stress.
The smoking.
We always take stress for granted, but that is a major risk factor of NCDs because it leads to, like I said, stress, hypertension, different things.
So tell us a little bit about BVI Moves and how can people get involved? What are we doing with this?
So to get involved is pretty easy. So we are coming on board next Saturday, September the 14th, where we're going to be having a walk. And you could also follow us on our social media for updates on our health promotion page, BVI Health Promotion Unit page. We just want you to encourage your family and friends to join the BVI Moves. The BVI Moves movement too. Remember, any amount of physical activity is better than none. Finding an activity you like and able to do regularly is more important than pushing yourself to do something that you do not like. So currently, our target audience, we are casting a wide net here. So we are catering to everyone here in the BVI, but we are having a focus on adults ages 19 to 64 who are participating minimal to no physical activity whatsoever. We are also trying to target the school age children as well as seniors by integrating age appropriate physical activity into their daily routines.
And I don't think you should sleep on the above 65 population
Oh
either,
no,
because
no,
if you look
no,
around, some of them are
no.
very vital, and
Yes.
some of them are really active. So,
Yes.
like you said, the net is wide. I know years back we had this 10,000 steps challenge, and we had, a lot of people in the territory, with their pedometers and, getting in those steps. We used to have like office challenges. We had like a walk around the world where people used to, submit their steps as a group. So we want stuff like that. The BVI Moves is a 10K step on steroids, because in addition to the walking, we want you to drink water.
Water.
We want you to, watch your intake or increase your intake of fruits and
Some vegetables,
vegetables. We
correct.
want you to minimize the stress. We want you to, do some
Yeah, loosen
journaling.
up.
We
Yes.
want you to be happy. So it's like a
Yes.
happy movement. It's like a, progressive movement. And we want you guys to really, the way that you bought into that 10K step challenge, we want you to buy in to this BVI Moves. Now,
Yes.
like Renee said, we're going to have a run walk on September 14th.
14th.
And traditionally, that is Caribbean
Wellness
Wellness
Day.
Day.
Yes.
And that is the day that we normally did in the past, where we
Okay. Yeah.
encourage the private and public sector to come out together and, walk for health. So tell us a little bit about the time, the route. Tell us about
Okay.
this walk.
Okay, so the walk, like you mentioned, the walk is taking place next week, Saturday, September the 14th from 6 a.m. And the route we will be starting behind of the admin complex, and we're going to be making our way up to ZBVI and back to the admin complex. For registration, more information will be available soon. I am currently partnering with Lisa Adamson. She is a fitness professional of Tatola Sports Club, and Unite BVI Foundation for their financial support. So yes, make sure you're there next week, Saturday, September the 14th at 6 a.m. to join us in for Caribbean Wellness Day, as well as the launch of BVI Moves.
Yes, I bring out just all those pedometers. See my little Fitbit. This is my Fitbit. To get everything on there. So if you don't have a pedometer, if you have a Fitbit, some people have their phone. I'm not traditionally like to have my phone on me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't really get an accurate count of your steps. But whatever you have to do to, watch, your steps. And we're still seeking that 10,000, because that's a threshold for health and wellness.
Yes.
But wherever you are, just strive to go a little further every day. So what about, the water intake? What about the fruits and vegetable intake? Tell us
Yes.
a little bit of how you see that integrating into the program.
Yes, so we might take physical activity and water, fruits and vegetable intake for granted, but I know sometimes I'm guilty because when I'm trying to find the nearest spot, especially like when I'm going to the grocery store, I park very close to the grocery store, but I would highly recommend parking further away from your office, or if you're wherever you're going, try to park further away from your destination and try to get in those steps. I'm also guilty again, sitting at my desk for a long period of time without taking a break. But sometimes take like 5 minutes break, get up, stretch, try to like relax, ease the mind, and then to get back into doing your work. Because if you get up, stretch, relax, it makes you more productive. And who doesn't want to be productive at work? Try to add your fruits and vegetables. Make your meal like a rainbow. Try to make your smoothies, add in fruit or vegetable, or to your lunch or to your dinner. Just try to incorporate some sort of fruit or vegetable to your meal each day. Water, everyone walks. I mean, no, I do walks around with my water every second. Like, or every chance I get, I try to like drink a little bit of water to stay hydrated. Because sometimes, well, water suppresses the appetite. I mean, I'm not saying to starve yourself now, but it's like drink some of that water to just keep hydrating throughout the day. And currently, we are going through a heat wave, so we want to make sure that our bodies are staying hydrated and we're not out there falling down and doing, different crazy stuff. Um, Oh, something very simple as well as taking the steps and not the elevator. I know I enjoy taking the elevator just for the ride, but if you're not going to the fifth floor, I know this morning coming up here, I was like, no, I'm not walking. I'm taking that elevator. But try to push for
Maybe walk
this
down.
walk down. But try to go for the stairs rather than the elevator. So those are my little 2 cents.
Yeah, that's some great tips. And once again, my little Fitbit, my watch here, it gives me a notification when I'm sitting too long.
Too
It's
long.
give me a notification
Yes.
when I need to drink water and stuff like that. So it's kind of a reminder. So, we're going to encourage you to get those Fitbits. It's a lot better than just a pedometer. We're just going to calculate the steps. This watch, tells me my blood pressure, my blood oxygen level, everything I could track on this watch. So, invest in a nice, watch or something, nice counter or something, and join this BVI Moves. As part of the registration process, we're going to want possibly your email, information, so we could send you information on how to get those extra steps and, listen out for a campaign, to hear a little bit more about how you could get those extra steps formed. I know back in the day, we used to have walking groups. Call up those people and say, hey, let's get on the road again.
Get on out there
We
for
want
BVI
to see the BVI
moves,
moving.
yes.
But how are we making this program sustainable?
Okay, so we're making it sustainable from community walks and runs to wellness workshop and fitness challenges. There's something for everyone. Sustainability will come from embedding this initiative into our culture by partnering with like local businesses, schools, organizations. So if you're interested in BVI Moves, you could always contact me at 468 2273, or my email is rleonard@gov.bg.
That's it, and that's all. So we would love to thank you for coming on the program today, where we talk about BVI Moves, songs exciting, songs like the 10K Challenge 2.0, because we're leveling this up. We want to see you drink more water. We want to see reducing the stress. We want to see you living longer, happier lives, healthier lives. We want to see you dust out, call up your old walking buddy. Let's hit the road again. Let's join with the Ministry of Health because, together we have to forge this way towards a healthier Virgin Islands. Final thoughts, Renee?
Final thoughts. Yes, I know it might be a challenge to incorporate physical activity into your daily lifestyle, but if not now, then when? Being active doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive or a running marathon. Finding an activity you enjoy can give you a sense of hope, a sense of purpose, of just finding your goal. Join us in the BVI Move initiative and be part of the movement that is transforming life one step, one jog at a time. Let's get moving towards a healthier Virgin Islands.
And like she said earlier, that was so profound. Add some life to those years.
Yes.
That's my takeaway. Reporting for the Ministry of Health and Social Development, I am Public Health Communications Specialist Natasha Latham Humphrey. Thank you for tuning in.